Welcome. I am Crimey Queen, and if you are joining us for the first time, it's the channel where we have fun with words and numbers. The word fun equals 5, and our template is really around 5 because 5 is the middle number between 1 and 9, which is numerology. Okay, now if you are new to this channel, this is Mother Eve, and of course our template, which had been intuitively devised around sacrifice. Now, this is the thing about listening. And I am so glad we are talking about listening because Mother Eve, that you are looking at right now, she is the god of language. She's the goddess of language. Of course, now I understand the word goddess. Oh my. I now understand the word goddess. This is what numerology does. Numerology offers such deep insight. So as I say, and that was again intuitively, because while I'm talking and doing these presentations, Mother Eve is downloading information like there is no tomorrow. So the S's are the serpents, the snake, the wisdom. Wow. Because I have been saying this and I have known this on this template. But now I have said the word goddess, it's all just sank in. And of course, it's 2 S's we have here on this template because 5 is really an S. And I said this before. 5 is that S that where the snake is ready to really, she pulls her neck back and she's saying, you better do this because if you don't do this, I'm going to sting you. I want you to do what I'm asking you to do. Pay attention. Now, she's not really, but she wants to get our attention. That's what 5 is. And this was intuitively done. I have done over 500 videos on this template, and it is holding water in each presentation that I have done. All the presentations tally. Now, I also know that there have been a couple little errors in where I have added something, but the essence of the story has always been key. Now, we are talking about key, that is Mother Eve, because the word key equals 5. Lock equals 5. House equals 5. Home equals 5. We all want to know we have a key to our home, that we have a lock on our door, and, it is just really wonderful. In fact, I am just looking on there because I've got a board on the other side, and I just realized as well that the word Eden, of course, because the Genesis is really, or our existence is really on the story of Eden, the Garden of Eden. And Eden equals 19. Now 19, of course, is here. I am just making that connection now. It's 1 to 9, 19. And that's what the garden was about, to teach us. We are still in the garden. We are in the garden. It's beautiful. So beautiful. We are in that garden. And Mother Eve on this template and the teaching of Christ is all to help us enjoy that garden, find the key, find the essence, smell the fragrance, hear the birds sing, see the flowers, taste the fruits, walk the pathways, pick the fruit, sit on the branches, because we are fruits. In essence, we are the fruits of the gods. There is that huge invisible tree, and we are the fruits of the gods. And of course, we are fruits with the seeds that they had input in us, bearing after its kind and their kind. And that was another, oh my, that was another text that I really wanted to understand in Genesis of chapter 1. What is Mother Eve saying? And let it bear fruits after its kind and their kind. It's all coming together. And after his kind and their kind, because there were twins at times in those gods. There were gods, there were the 9 gods. And of course, the maid god, for instance, the maid god, and would it be the make? There would be gods that would have the same numerical value. So for instance, God, all the gods have 8 because God, the number 8 is really God. That's why it is said we are gods. We have our DNA that looks, the structure that looks like the 8s or whatever, synaptic, whatever the 8s. The I equals 8. So 8 is God. The nose equals 8. So 8 is God. When we eat, that is 8. So 8 equals God. Here we have these 3 8s already. 3 8s are 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. Then we add the number of, that's the number of man. The number of man. We held the title man because one of the gods who created had created 5 species, whatever. He created he created he, him, he created female, he created male, he created them, or he and another, he, them. So he created 5. I have counted this 5. And then Adam really had his woman, his wife, and when he found his wife, that wife was not from what was created. That wife was not from the God of creation, which is a God of reaction. Because all these gods derived from a genocide or an aftermath of some great disaster that had happened, like it were Noah's Ark, the time of Noah. That was what happened. So we see, I'm trying to remember, I'm not sure if the same thing happened with the Philistines, with Samson and Delilah's time. Then we had Daniel, and Gomorrah, and then we had Noah. So I'm not sure how many of those stories, but I am thinking that there would be at least 6 of those stories in the Bible. I am thinking so, of those disasters, because they want us to know where we come from. They want us to know them. The gods want us to know, because that's why there's one who made us in his own, he made man in his own image and likeness. So that was a man he made, but that was not the man that was before, like it were Noah and the ark. Seek wisdom, seek it, like it were the most cherished thing, most expensive jewel, because it is really simply the most delicious thing that one could ever have. Right now, I can link every story that I am familiar with in the Bible with it is all, there is no argument about something, there's not the contradictions, there is not that. We have these 9 gods of Genesis, and we have the 5, meaning that they came to 14. Now I am saying that I know this, that I have been divinely given this divine inspiration to unpack this information for the purpose of helping people to get to understand that we are ending a 7th cycle, as though it were a dynasty or dynasty. We are ending, we are coming to this end where it is said, and the earth bring, I haven't got the full text, but this is where Mother Eve had given all the gods, let the earth bring forth great creatures after its kind. And that means great creatures are going to come out. I believe now that things that we had not seen before, we are going to see them. I believe that things that we had not heard about, we are going to hear about them. Things are going to be discovered from the ocean that had not been discovered before. And then that is for the next 7 years. It's going to be like a 7-year cycle. And towards that end, it's going to be like, let us make man. Why do you think that now we have this AI, Sophia, who is already ahead, trying to take the place of this hair? So mankind can believe that that is what it's about, that let us make man, that 8th cycle that we are entering. But it's not that, Sophia is not that man, that let us make man, that Mother Eve would be wanting. And that is already saying that that is what's going to happen. Because from Sophia, and for the next 7 years, I would not be surprised that there'll be another 4 additional species-like or robot-like to join Sophia. Because everything that they have been doing is very scriptural based. It is so scriptural based because there's a mathematical equation that they are following, and they are following it to the T. That's why we talk about the T, because they are following it to the T. The T is in the number 13 section. It is under the number 2, and it is under the number 13 section. Copying, this is the pyramid that they are endeavoring to build. But I have got some information on how we need to deconstruct the elements of the pyramid so we can rebuild ourselves, because the pyramid are very symbolic for the many pyramids we are in this sense. We are pyramids. In the heart, in the middle of your heart is a pyramid. And the intelligence of the mother of language, the goddess Eve, have left us with the letter A in the middle of the word heart to teach us that we have within us the pyramid to construct and build and rebuild, because we have to rebuild, because we are moving into a new cycle. And that cycle is coinciding with Uranus entering into the 2nd house of the zodiac signs in May 15th, 2018, which is my birthday. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this insightful, delightful, enjoyable, and fun. And of course, nourishing, because that's what Mother Eve is about. Please like and subscribe and share and leave your comments. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear how this is resonating. So thank you once more. And we are planting new seeds. Remember that we are the field, so we are planting new seeds in this field. Namaste. And spill over with love.